3 years ago, I set out to become a filmmaker. Now that seems like an awful long time ago, but it's safe to say now, 2025, I consider myself to be a full-time creative video professional. Over the last 3 years, my understanding of the nuances and pitfalls of the term filmmaker, videographer, cinematographer has matured along with my ability. But yeah, I'm very happy to say it's 2025 and I'm a full-time video maker. At the beginning, when I first started out, and in between trying to find clients and make work professionally, I was also making YouTube videos. I didn't do very many, I think 6 or 7 or 8, but I found that was an excellent way to develop my skills, have a bit of routine and discipline, and with each episode I would become a little bit more proficient with my equipment, or certainly I would uncover new areas that I knew very little about, which allowed me to then research them more, understand them a bit better over time, practice them, eventually deploy new skills with clients on client projects. And that kind of workflow of learning as you go, building your knowledge incrementally, step by step, that's what I've been doing over the last 3 years. Much to my embarrassment, it didn't take very long as a fledgling video YouTube creator to burn out. I think I made 6, maybe 7 episodes, and though I enjoyed them and they were a fantastic way to develop my practice and skills and competence, albeit in sometimes limited ways, it was too much making content for YouTube and trying to find client work and trying to make money. All the while, I also had 2 businesses to run. However, over the last 2 years, I have successfully exited the entire industry that I was heavily involved in for the last 15-20 years of my life. And really, in this last 12 months, I've been able to properly lean into making video. I was still doing it on the side, but there were lots of distractions that came with being an owner-operator of a couple of hospitality businesses. But I definitely wouldn't change a thing, because I really feel like it's that breadth of experience that I've gained outside of the video world that makes me that's certainly contributed enormously to the successes I've enjoyed as a video maker in the video world. I think particularly being able to communicate to a client on their terms and work out what their pain points and frustrations and problems might be with their business or project, and then how I might be able to come in and help with that or improve that, or what I can offer. Yeah, I think that non-video grounding has been sort of like almost like my secret power, the secret source to my success. I often lament that I didn't begin my video career earlier. If anyone's feeling the same way about their experience or lack thereof, and maybe considering a switch or worrying that it's too late to switch, I'm 38, and so to have a quite a drastic career change in my late to mid 30s and for it to be successful is, well, hopefully that can be the prompt, or I won't go so far as to say inspiration, but just a little nudge for anyone who might be in a similar kettle of fish. On the channel, looking forward, I'm going to be talking about kit and equipment. Like a lot of you perhaps, in my heart, I'm a bit of a gear nerd. I'm going to talk about equipment that's worked really well, bits of kit that have made lots of money, and other bits of kit that have been a bit disappointing or haven't lived up to expectations. I think it's a gear acquisition syndrome where you do end up accumulating a lot of bits and pieces, and then you sort of oscillate between periods of growing your equipment list and then realizing that you can do a lot with very little and trying to sort of thin it out, or at least only use bits of equipment selectively. The old adage, less is more, sometimes applies, and other times it doesn't. Other times you need a van full of lighting and sliders and stands and legs and mics and cables and extension leads. So we'll be talking about all that. We'll also be talking about what it's like to try and carve a name for yourself as a bit of an industry outsider, like me, a bit of a latecomer to video. Also, compounding that fact is I'm based way down in the provinces, down in Cornwall, which is for those that don't know, it's the far southwestern extremes of the British Isles. But I haven't let that stop me. 3 years ago, I set out to document my journey to becoming a professional in video. Reasonably quickly, me documenting the process fell by the wayside, but I made it nevertheless. If you'd like to find out how I got here, and maybe even where I'm going next, I would appreciate it if you stuck around. So subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.